Okay, well, welcome everyone to this healthy living or healthy freedom revolution. Healthy living revolution is what we're doing here today. We have got some really inspirational stories for you today, and I'm just excited to be a part of something that is so huge. Can everybody see me, or are they seeing something else?
I see you.
Okay, great. So if you are on this call, that is because someone invited you and someone cared enough about you that they wanted you to hear about what we're up to. So I want to welcome you here tonight. We are just going to share some quick information and some very inspiring stories. And again, if you are coming on, if you would just mute your line for me, that will make sure, that way we make sure that none of our speakers get distracted from some background noise. So to kick it off, I'm just going to ask you guys all a question. Would you agree that living healthy today is difficult? Right? Like, it's just not as easy as it used to. And we know that, you know, to look good, to feel good, to, you know, continue to age well, like all of those things, those things are up to us. Sometimes it can be confusing, it can be difficult, it can be unpleasant. And that is why we here at the Healthy Living Revolution have come to you today, and we are here to help people learn how to take their health back in ways that are fun, that are doable, and affordable as well. So again, we just want to welcome you here today. And today I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Just give me one sec. So today we're talking about autoimmune and wellness, and we have some really encouraging things to share with you today. But what is happening with all these autoimmune diseases today is very concerning. And I know that every time I turn around, it seems like there is a new autoimmune disease. There are over 100 autoimmune diseases today, in fact. So as you can see, this is an epidemic that is literally taking over our civilization. There are autoimmune diseases in the brain, dealing with the blood, in the GI tract, with the nerves, the muscles, the bones, the lungs, the thyroid, you name it. Every function of the body is being taken over by these diseases. And there are about 50 million people worldwide that are struggling with autoimmune diseases. The reason why we brought you all here today is because we have learned, and studies have shown, that plant foods hold powerful antioxidants to support the immune system. And we have some, again, like I said, some very impactful stories that have included how nutrition can help you overcome autoimmune diseases, even in the midst of all of the different kinds of side effects, all the kinds of things that affect your body when you are dealing and struggling with autoimmune diseases. So without further ado, I am going to ask Miss Kim Campbell if she would unmute herself and just share with us what nutrition within this Healthy Living Revolution, what she's learned, and a product called Juice Plus that we will talk about a little bit later, but how that has impacted her and how it has helped her to overcome autoimmune diseases. So Kim, if you would go ahead.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. it's a blessing to be able to share my story. And thank you so much, Rihanna, for asking me today. I appreciate it. And my name is Kim. I am from Marion, Ohio, and I was diagnosed with lupus about 15 months ago. And after overcoming a lot of issues with my health, I was having a lot of GI issues that landed me in the ER a few times, and just some migraines. I would have migraines about 2 times a week, and I was just feeling not great at all. And I was looking for a better alternative, and Juice Plus came into my life a few months after I was diagnosed, when we went over to Kansas City to visit my husband's family over there. And my husband's cousin, she said, I think that you need to learn more about Juice Plus. And I said, okay, never heard of it, and I would love to learn more. She said, okay, you need to call my best friend Rihanna. And so I got on about the product. She was, teaching me everything about it, and I just loved her energy. And I was like, okay, I absolutely have to do whatever this girl is doing, because I was just, first of all, I fell in love with her, and that's not just because she's on the call, but I fell in love with her energy. I fell in love with the product. I fell in love with what it could possibly do for me and my family. And it has just been, let me say, a life changer for me and my family. My doctor went ahead and put me on Plaquenil, and I was not happy with the side effects that it could possibly cause down the road. I was having to go and get my vision checked every 3 months, and just some things that I wasn't really happy about. And I was very excited to get, Juice Plus in my body. So with having Juice Plus in my body, it has eliminated my migraines almost completely. I have not had migraines since about a month after I started Juice Plus. I've been on it almost a year now. And I have been able to rid myself of my medication completely. I am no longer on any medication whatsoever. I'm off my Plaquenil. And yeah, it almost makes me emotional saying that, because I was looking for something better for myself, because I was just feeding my body with so much junk that I had absolutely no idea what that was doing to my body. And Juice Plus has completely transitioned the way I feel. I have eliminated dairy and pretty much all gluten out of my diet. And with that, and Juice Plus has just been a game changer for me. And so my kids also have cystic fibrosis, and we just got a clean bill of health last week at Children's. They are doing wonderful. My son has gained 10 pounds in less than a year, when he was in a very critical state that they were thinking that, we were going to have to start doing enzymes in his diet, and we did not want to have to do that. So Juice Plus has been a lifesaver, and I just am so excited to share this with all of you, because it's been a blessing to my family. So thank you so much for letting me share today.
You are so welcome. Thank you for sharing, Kim, because that's the power of nutrition. And we're not talking about anything special other than berries, veggies, and fruits, and all the different kinds of things from God's bounty, right? That has so many medicines in them already. And so now I'm just going to share my screen again, and we're going to just watch a quick video in regards to what Juice Plus is, just to give you an overview idea of what this nutrition and how you can support your nutrition with this product and with this healthy living revolution.
When it comes to our health, diet is at the center of everything. And fruits and vegetables need to be at the center of our diets. I'm here today to tell you more about Juice Plus, whole food-based fruit and vegetable capsules that have given thousands of people a jumpstart to better diets and better health. We all know we need to eat lots of fruits and vegetables, half our plate at every meal, and we need to eat a wide variety too. But for most of us, even on our Juice Plus comes in. Juice Plus is whole food nutrition from 20 fruits and vegetables, 30 if you count the berry blend, that bridges the gap between what we should eat and what we actually do eat every day. I say whole food because it is food, concentrated to deliver a powerful nutritional punch in a few small capsules. We harvest the produce at just the right time to ensure the nutrition is at its peak. Freeze the produce to lock in that nutrition and then, well, sort of pulverize everything, peels and all, into a pulp to unlock that nutrition and concentrate it. The peel is really important because, let's take an orange for example. There's more vitamin C gram for gram in the peel than in the fruit itself. And if you're like me, you don't usually eat the peel. We dry that pulverized pulp, peels and all, at carefully controlled temperatures to protect the nutrients from damage. Then, blend it into Juice Plus fruit, vegetable, and berry powders, delivered to you in plant-based capsules or chewables. And we do all of this at state-of-the-art freezing, drying, blending, and manufacturing facilities. Juice Plus checks all the boxes. It's 100% plant-based and 100% vegan, even the capsules themselves. It's made entirely from non-GMO ingredients, it's gluten-free, and it's third-party NSF certified, independently confirming that what's on the label is really in the product. Juice Plus is supported by over 20 years of independent clinical research, conducted at prestigious hospitals and universities around the world, showing the benefits of Juice Plus on heart health, lung health, obesity, the immune system, even our DNA. There have been more than 35 studies and counting on Juice Plus, published in leading medical and scientific journals, making it easily the most researched branded nutritional product ever. And get this, if you're a parent or a grandparent or even an aunt or uncle, you can get Juice Plus free for a child by enrolling in our special program for families. This is our way to get Juice Plus into the hands of more families and encourage healthier eating habits for the next generation. Juice Plus also offers other whole food-based products that help you jumpstart and maintain a healthier lifestyle. Juice Plus complete shake mixes make it easy to replace unhealthy calories with a healthy shake or a smoothie. Mix with other helpful ingredients to start your day, or enjoy at lunch, or as an afternoon pick-me-up. Complete is rich in plant-based sources of protein and fiber and contains an entire range of whole food-based ingredients, different from those in Juice Plus capsules or chewables. And Juice Plus complete bars are another tasty way to replace unhealthy calories with healthier ones. Juice Plus Omega Blend offers a unique whole food blend of 5 different omega fatty acids, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. What also makes Juice Plus Omega Blend so unique is it's a 100% plant-based omega product. We bypass the middle fish and go straight to the fish's source, the algae. And last but not least, there's Tower Garden by Juice Plus, a vertical aeroponic home growing system that lets you grow your own fresh fruits and vegetables year-round, indoors or out. We're proud that our Juice Plus products have been that one simple change that's helped jumpstart thousands of people to better diets and better health. We bet they can do the same for you.
All right. So that is what we have to offer in this healthy living revolution, and that's just a little bit a part of the healthy living revolution. We have lots and lots of healthy resources for you on our website at healthylivingrevolution.com. And make sure that you get back to the person who invited you on this call so they can help you find what some of those resources are. But now I want to hear from my friend Terrell. Terrell also has a really, really impactful, empowering story that I am just excited for her to share with you today. Terrell?
All right, thank you. I was just reminded this morning that every hard thing we go through has a purpose. So thank you for allowing me to share my journey.
Absolutely.
I was a picky eater growing up. I hated vegetables. So when my parents came home and saw carrots that I had bought in the refrigerator, they knew something was wrong. And that summer before graduate school, I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis. The doctor put me on medication, told me not to eat dairy, and he asked me what I was so stressed about, which I thought was odd. But I didn't know I had an autoimmune disease until years later. And my education really began about 6 years ago when I heard about Juice Plus. It appealed to me because I knew fruits and vegetables were so good for me, thus the carrots in the refrigerator. I didn't know why, and I still hated most vegetables beyond the tolerated peas, carrots, and green beans. But as I learned more, I began to want more than just symptom management or extra meds when I had a flare. So I began to eat more veggies. I made sure to cook them when I had a flare. And in addition to my Juice Plus, but I also, in addition to taking out dairy, eliminated gluten and sugar, which create inflammation. So that was a tall order for me, but I was motivated and I did it and it helped. And I was doing so well that after a couple of years, I decided to take myself off my medication without consulting my doctor. But I gradually allowed gluten and sugar back in my diet. And I thought I was handling it, and my body disagreed. So after 9 months, I was not able to keep any food down. I was totally dehydrated, and I ended up in the hospital with a totally inflamed colon. So when I got out of the hospital, I was back on medication, but I finally got an appointment with a functional medicine doctor who understood my goal, which was not just medication, but really healing. And his nutritionist suggested the autoimmune protocol. So I read this book that she recommended, and it gave me the how and the why specific for autoimmune diseases. And it's challenging. It's even more restrictive than what I had been doing before. Grain-free, 10 plus servings just of vegetables every day, less carbs, lots of cooking, but the focus is on nutrient-dense foods and anti-inflammatory foods because that's what our bodies need to heal. And I started to get that and really understand why that's true. But just as important were lifestyle factors that I had been ignoring as a wife, a mom, a homeschool mom, small business owner, sleep especially. I was not getting enough sleep. I had let exercise go. I didn't even realize all the stress I was under, so I wasn't managing it well. But this gave me the roadmap I needed, and I made some major adjustments in my life and was feeling better than ever. So when I was diagnosed with breast cancer, it came as a total shock. I don't think you're ever prepared to hear the words, it's cancer, but especially after feeling so great. But I went into all the decisions and procedures and surgeries as strong as I could and with a strong support system in my family and friends. And I healed quickly because of all that nutrition in my body from my surgeries. I didn't require chemo or radiation, and I never had a colitis flare through that entire experience. So now my goal is to keep doing those things that my body needs to be supported and truly supported. And I'm not perfect by any means, but I'm so thankful that I found resources like the Autoimmune Protocol and Juice Plus that are specific, address the specific needs and challenges that we have with autoimmune diseases. Because I learned autoimmune isn't curable, at least not yet, but it is, we can heal it. And that is what I'm so thankful for. So thank you.
Yes, Terrell, thank you so much for sharing. I will tell you that Terrell talks about something that we get to learn a lot about in this healthy living revolution, and that is lifestyle. And lifestyle it does so much for us. And so Dee Dee has a similar story in regards to lifestyle and what she has had to do to overcome rheumatoid arthritis. So Dee Dee, if you are ready, I will unmute you. Go ahead and share with us a little bit about what you have experienced.
Okay, I'm going to take my sunglasses off because I just now parked. He's in the car. There we go. Hi, thank you, Rihanna, for coming on this call. Yes, I too had an autoimmune disease. 6 years ago, turn down my air here. 6 years ago, I was diagnosed with RA. And my husband was he also had a heart attack the same week. So it was a wake-up call for us about what we were doing to our bodies. And we knew the Lord was speaking to us, so we were ready to listen. And after he got while he was in the hospital, I went to the doctor. I had been in a lot of pain. My elbows, every joint in my body was on fire. And I had attributed to the fact that we had adopted 3 kids, a sibling group through foster care, and the youngest one was 6 months, and I was holding her all the time, in as much pain anymore. Well, a couple of years went by, and it had gotten a whole lot worse, and so I was diagnosed. And then after he got out of the hospital, my doctor said I needed to go see a rheumatologist. And so we did that. I went to see a rheumatologist. And of course, it was confirmed. And he told me what my life was going to be like. He told me the meds I was going to have to be on, that I was going to have to come in and have my liver checked, my kidneys checked, and just, because they were going to affect my body. And at the time, we were living, we were just eating a standard American diet, doing fad diets, here and there. And I just knew that wasn't it. I had too much on my plate. I had 5 kids, 3 little ones. We homeschooled. I was the director of my homeschool group, and I just couldn't imagine myself going to the doctor as many times as he wanted me to. And when we walked out the door that day, I looked at my husband. I said, I don't know what God has in store, but I know it's not that. And so that started our journey on a more holistic route. And so I researched. And, the first place I went to a naturopath, and I went to see a functional medicine doctor, and I went to see several people, but everyone kept telling me that I needed to be on a plant-based diet. And so I had to change. I had a lot of testing done, just like the girl that spoke before. I had to take out grains from my diet. I had to take out dairy and sugar and just all kinds of processed foods, and everything that we talk about in the healthy living revolution, and what we're so just passionate about taking out of our diet, but putting in more plant-based foods. So I began to do that. I knew that the vision that the Lord had given me was I had this disease in my body. If I put things, the medicine, the foods and vegetables that he gave me, it was going to push the disease out of my body. And so I literally flooded my body with green drinks every single day, sometimes 64 ounces of it. Most days it was 64 ounces that I was drinking. And so I did that for about 18 months, and I started feeling better. I think because if you just change your diet, you're going to feel better. If you just take out those certain things, you're going to feel better. And then I was introduced to Juice Plus through Dr. Sears. I went back, got my health coach certification, because so many people were seeking my help. They wanted to know, number one, how I lost 40 pounds. And, that's what everybody wants to know first, right? They see what's happening on the outside, but I knew what was going on the inside of my body. And so I went back, got my health coach certification, was introduced to Juice Plus. Well, when you have gone through the journey that we have gone through, you are very, very careful what you put in your body, because there are a lot of products out there that claim that they can do certain things. And I was approached by several people, you need to take this, and I was like, nope, I can't do it. There's no science behind it. I'm not putting that in my body. Well, Juice Plus was different. And at first I said, I need to do my research. And so I began to research, and I began to understand that Juice Plus was something in a class by itself. It was food in a capsule. Not only was it just a little bit of food, it was a lot of food. It was 30 fruits and vegetables that were vine ripened, that I didn't have to worry about pesticides or herbicides or mold being in it, because I, began to eat nothing but organic foods, and it was very, very costly. And so I started taking it. I started eating Juice Plus, and I said, yeah, that's it. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it every single day. And the longer I took Juice Plus, within months, I would say within 4 months, I no longer had any pain. So bad. My lower day exercise at all. My life after Juice Plus, I have zero inflammation due to RA. I've lost 45 pounds. I can do HIIT routines. I can run. I can jump on a trampoline. I can play with my grandson who's 4. We just went camping this weekend. I can do so many things that I couldn't have even imagined doing before. I recently turned 53, and I get told it all. Wow, you don't look like you're 53. And
You look
I
good,
tell them,
girl.
it's Juice Plus, baby. It's my Juice Plus and my diet. It is. They go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
But when the more you take Juice Plus, you want those fruits and vegetables. You really don't crave anything else. And do I have other things every now and then? Yeah, I do have treats every now and then, and that's okay. But 99% of the time, what I want is a mango or a banana or, something really, really good for my body. So does it work? Does it do what it says it's going to do? Yes, absolutely. The study that impressed me the most was that it reduced systematic inflammation, and that's what I had. And I knew that if I put this in my body every single day, that it would keep it away, and it has just that.
Well,
so thank you.
You are so welcome, Dee Dee. Thank you. And I know you've got to run to get to all the different fun family activities you've got today, but thank you again for sharing. And you guys, just to kind of compound on what these ladies have been saying, they are talking about lifestyle changes, and these are lifestyle changes that are not just for 10 days or 30 days or 60 days. These are lifestyle changes that you will be able to incorporate over the duration of your life. And when you incorporate these lifestyle changes with the nutritional support of Juice Plus, what we're seeing are these life-changing, game-changing types of results. And so we have one more video that we want to share with you today. If you are willing to stick around, I just wanted to make sure that I let you guys know about this amazing mission that myself and Kim and Terrell and Dee Dee have been on in helping to spread this good news of good nutrition and helping people to take their health back and be able to have this vitality again in their lives and not necessarily just struggle and live life just barely making it. And so we are inviting so many more people to join us in this mission and this revolution of inspiring healthy living around the world. And I'll tell you, as a mother of a child with special needs, someone like me who's not able to work a 9-to-5 job, but I get to help people. I get to help people on a daily basis like today, speaking to so many of you guys and inspiring healthy living. And I actually get paid to do it. And there is an amazing business opportunity that is attached to this mission. And I would be remiss if I didn't share that with you, because it has helped my family, like I said, to be able to be more financially stable in the midst of being a homeschooling mom and being a mother of a child with special needs who has had to have so many hospital stays and things of that nature. So this next video I'm going to share with you will just share a little bit about this mission and the virtual franchise that is a part of the Juice Plus product. So just bear with me here as we move to the next slide. Okay, here we go.
I think our business model really addresses what people are looking for in kind of the gig economy. The primary reason for that is that our business model is very simple, and it has been very simple for almost 50 years now.
Juice Plus does everything for you. They bill, ship, collect directly to end consumer. All you have to do is share the product and your experience and help others do the same. It does not get more simple than that.
This is a great way to just use the moments, the busyness of your life, and weave this business into everything that you're currently doing.
And I get to do it when I want, with who I want. I do have that choice, which is amazing.
Other jobs, there are things out there, for instance, ride sharing, driving, deliveries.
You're stuck in an office or you're behind your cash register, you're working for someone else.
I think it's hard to put a price on being your own boss. And it's something that goes way beyond just taking our products. It's come with us, get inspired, get educated, get motivated.
It took me from feeling like a stuck stay-at-home mom that was just trying to get through each day to why not help other people experience this, or at least let them know about it, while also working this business with my own personality and the way that I want to.
It really is about changing lives, inspiring healthy living, and making a difference.
What makes the Juice Plus Company unique is this incredible partnership that we have between people that are out there sharing Juice Plus and how we incorporate and do the best we can to support it. Step by step, from the first level to the next level, someone is there for you. The company has done an incredible job placing all the infrastructure in place to help you be successful.
There's never been a better time to start the Juice Plus business. If you're asking why, I would say why not? It takes three things: sharing your story, sharing the product, and sharing the business opportunity. And oh, by the way, let's have some fun.
It's $50. There's no overhead. The company does the shipping and the billing for us. All we get to do is talk to people and care for people and educate people on the power of nutrition and the most researched nutrition product in the world with the best people in the world. And I don't know who wouldn't want to be a part of this.
Come and join us. Come and join and see what happens when we get a group of people that are locked in on understanding what nutrition can do to the body. The experience, the joy, and the wellness of it is very exciting. I'm telling you, it's exciting.
All right. Thank you so much for sticking around to watch that. So as we wrap up and close today, we are excited to network with two different types of people. One, people who are ready to take their health back, people who are sick of being sick. And those are the people who we want to make sure we allow them to check out our free resources, find out how to make life easier by adding Juice Plus and have that nutritional support. It only costs $2 or $3 a day, and kids can get it for free in our new Family Healthy Starts program. And it's the simplest, most convenient, and affordable way to get massive amounts of nutrition in your body. The second type of person we're looking for is anyone wanting to earn a stable residual income in order to expand their options while making a difference. And those are the people who are wanting to be able to choose mom and dad care instead of daycare. Those are the people who are wanting to build a lasting income and not necessarily just rely on corporate America to be there for their all the time. And so these different kinds of people, if you know them or if that's you, please talk to the person who invited you to this call. And we would love to speak with them. We'd love to share our free resources with them. And again, I just want to thank Kim, Dee Dee, and Terrell for sharing their stories and being so vulnerable and sharing those things with us today. And with that, I want to say have a great rest of your Tuesday, and thank you for joining us today.
Thanks,
Bye,
Brianna.
everybody.
Thanks, Brianna.